Hello mga ka-Crown! Welcome back to our YouTube channel, The Crown Philippines. This is Christian at tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang ating coverage for this pageant season. Today, we are sitting down with one more Miss Universe Philippines delegate. One of the most prominent delegates na sinasabi nga nila, diba? But before anything else, of course, would like to give a big shout out to our almost 500,000 followers on Facebook. We're on the road to 100,000 followers on Instagram and we're on the road to 300,000 subscribers on YouTube. Kaya sa mga hindi pa po nakakapag-subscribe, just click on the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you can be updated with our recent news, reviews, and pageant coverage, and you can be part of our growing Crown Nation. And of course, for more updates, you can visit our official website. It's www.thecrown.com. So, eto na nga mga ka-Crown, hindi natin patatagalin pa. She is making a mark of her own in Philippine pageantry. Diba naman? Representing Southern California, Filipino community of Southern California, Jet Hammond.
Hi mga ka-Crown! Thanks for having me today, Kuya Christian.
Thank you. Kasi I know na parang super hectic na ng schedule ninyo and you're able to squeeze in kami
Of course.
sa schedule. But how are you? Kasi full blast na ang schedule right now ng Miss Universe Philippines. Ramdam na ang competition ng mga pageant fans during the press presentation. How are you?
Yes. Actually, super agree. Like, ramdam na din talaga namin yung competition. But most of all, I really feel, I guess, gratified is the word. Kasi diba, I've been preparing for this for, kailan pa ba? More than a year na actually. Kasi the first time that I knew about married women being able to join, I started preparing talaga na agad. Long before I even knew about the AP system and everything. So, ayun, so sabi ko, okay, sige, ito na talaga, like this is it. And it just feels like super grateful to be here and to finally be able to, live this dream that I've had.
Everyone knows your sister, of course, who has made her mark in Philippine pageantry and in the international stage as well. We are curious to know how much of her involvement in terms of your final decision making in signing up for Miss Universe Philippines.
Well, when I got the the news na pwede ng ang married woman, she was actually the one who called me.
Okay.
Kasi what happened was when I got married or when I decided to get married, syempre, I was 20 when I decided to get married. When I got engaged, I was only 20 years old. And syempre madami yung mga comments ng mga tao. It's mixed. Some are very supportive, but some are also saying that it's such a waste of my opportunities, a waste of my potential. Kasi when it comes to pageantry, you need to be done, diba, when you get married. And she's my best friend. I consider her my best friend. I told her, like, ate, do you think I'm making the right decision, right? And sabi niya, malay mo, di mo alam, next time makasali ka. Sabi ko, ay, oo, kapag pinayagan na nila yung married woman, sasali talaga ako. So I really said that. So, by the time na in-announce nila, siya yung unang nakakita, tumawag siya sa akin, sabi, nakita mo na ba yung announcement? Pwede na. Ganon. So talagang she held me accountable. Pero kasi I think that really is because she's my best friend, she really knows my heart. Alam niya talaga na gusto ko din. But I made a different decision at that time and I never regret anything. I'm very happy. But it really is a testament that sometimes it's a different path that you have to take so that you could grow, diba? Ayun.
And I can feel yung parang tight relationship mo with your sister. No?
Super. So when it comes to really the final, like she held me accountable. Pero it's still up to me. It's still up to me talaga. Kasi syempre, it's a lot of my time, it's a lot of my sacrifices naman talaga na pupunta. So she told me, whatever your decision is, I'm here to support. Ayun.
Permission to ask this to you, Jet, because are there expectations from your family to live up to your sister's legacy, performance,
Yes.
in pageantry?
Family-wise, they're very supportive talaga of me. Because they know me and Jen, as much as we have so much in common, we're also so very different, diba? And you know what they told me? Like, don't think about legacy. Think that you're doing this because this is who you're meant to be. Diba? So they always knew na I am a hard worker and I work hard for everything that I have. And alam nila na ito yung kaya kong ibigay. So they know that I'm a Miss Universe Philippines material in my own way. And so they want to support that naman talaga. So sabi nila, don't feel pressured. Pero malakas naman yung tiwala nila sa akin. Diba? So, and I think much of my strength comes from that trust talaga from my family.
Iba talaga yung boost na nabibigay
Iba
ng
talaga.
family. No? So, how about your husband?
Oh, my
What is his take when you signed up for Miss Universe Philippines?
He's actually like the one who's pushing me talaga. Oo. My husband, as much as we embrace our journey together, we also celebrate each other's individuality, which is very important in a relationship, diba? Kasi, syempre, you create dreams together, but you also have your own individual dreams. But what's really sweet is when he told me that his dream is to actually for me to attain my dream. Ayun. So,
Sana
shout out!
So, he's here right now.
He just left kasi he was here to celebrate our 4th wedding anniversary.
Wow,
Tapos,
congratulations.
Thank you. Ayun. So sabi niya, kung ano yung dream mo, yun yung dream ko.
And then he'll be coming back
He'll
like
be coming
in
back.
May na.
Yes.
Okay. So, can you tell us more about yourself? Because a lot of pageant fans, got intrigued when they saw you walk that runway during the press presentation. Super dami ang nag-comment that they like your styling. Parang meron pang mga, who is she? Ganyan. So, can you tell us more about yourself?
Siguro for me, 3 main things. Like I always share 3 main things about myself. One is, of course, I wear the Southern California sash. I'm not just any Phil-Am, I'm an immigrant. So I was actually born and raised here in the Philippines up until I was 17 years old. And then I moved to the US and I started working right away. I got into multiple jobs before, of course, settling my business na. Yun. So I had to go through that OFW immigrant life talaga. So that's why I'm here. I'm here to represent, diba? The OFWs, the immigrants, first, second generational Filipino Americans. Another thing is, yun nga, I'm married, and I think that really, sets me apart from the other 54 girls. But I do believe some of us are married naman din. But, in terms of who I am, I got married very young. So it's a different perspective naman din kasi that I could bring to the table. And, I think what I could share from this is what love can do to transform you also.
Ang ganda, no?
Oo. Kasi they always deem love to be a weakness, diba?
Yeah.
That if you pursue love versus pursuing a career that, it's a weakness,
You would give up.
that you would give up.
Yeah.
Pero no, it actually is a boost. It's another person who would actually lift you up. So for me that, he's also my best friend, he's my mentor, he has helped me, in everything that I did. And of course, those things is, I'm a proud businesswoman. I own businesses. I founded a medical transportation company, and I co-own a hospice agency, both that are based in LA. So it's both in the healthcare industry. So the medical transportation is more like an ambulance, but it's not an emergency that I've established in 2022. And the hospice agency, we actually give service to like end of life patients. So people who needs comfort more than treatment na. So it's very fulfilling. It's a very fulfilling job. And, I'm happy to be in this industry because that's where I really serve my purpose.
How are you managing your time? Grabe, you have a business in the US, and then you're training here. There's
Yes.
competition coming up in on May 22.
Well, like I said, that's why family for me is everything.
Okay.
Family talaga. Husband, my sisters, the hospice agency, family business naman siya.
Okay.
The transport, that was, I founded it by myself. But, there's always going to be sacrifices when you have another dream to dream, right? And that's why I said it's very important to have people around you talaga who loves you. Kasi yun talaga yung magiging boost mo eh. Pero syempre, we can't deny the fact na talagang puyat talaga tayo minsan. madalas pala napuyat talaga kasi I have to adjust when it comes to time. So office hours, there's sometimes I have to wake up as early as 4 in the morning so that I could answer emails, answer calls. But so far, I feel really empowered in doing that. Kasi parang feeling ko, ako si Wonder Woman.
Grabe mga ka-crown. Alam nyo ba na
Diba?
today, kanina pa siya gising. It's, as we speak, it's already 9 p.m. Gising siya ng 5:30 a.m. I heard. Grabe. At full of energy pa rin.
Oo nga.
Okay. So, of course, in that line of, still with that subject, maraming nagsasabi because as a wife and all things considered, with everything that you're managing right now, your role in your family and in the community, some argue that married women should prioritize family commitments over personal pursuits like beauty pageants. What's your perspective on this?
Well, I think that's a really good question to ask now kasi it really reminds me of why I'm here in the first place, right? I believe that women could do both, we could do anything we want. And ako kasi I believe that as much as we invest and commit to our family or whether our career, we are also capable of committing to ourselves, diba? So I think we always have to create dreams that involves the people we love, but we also have to create those dreams for ourselves. Sabi ko nga kanina, that line of my husband really woke me up. Nasabi niya, no, my dream for you is to attain that dream. And that's what love can do. And I really love how MUPH talaga kasi is all about love. So I was like, oh my gosh, like super timely, like super relevant talaga like my whole journey just revolves in love talaga. Kasi love for all, diba? Love for your own din, love for your family, love for everything. So, to me, parang when your dreams and your passion are rooted from love, it's different. You see it differently. It's not just a competition. It's not just about winning one thing because you already won. Diba? And having those support, the people who loves you, that's already winning.
Love knows no boundaries, even
Exactly,
self-love, diba?
exactly.
No, regardless of status,
Yes,
religion.
yes.
All right, but before we continue, of course, would like to give a shout out to the Miss Universe Philippines organization for allowing us to do this interview with the girls. And of course, would like to thank Olympus Studios for our venue for today,
Thank
Aces and
you.
Queens as well, also
Ay,
for
marami na pala.
maraming salamat po. And also, Tasa Mobile Cafe for sharing some treats sa ating interview today. Yan, sponsor po yan ng The Crown Philippines. Maraming salamat po. Okay, and we have a few questions from our Crown community, Jet.
Yes.
So the first question is coming from Jacqueline Santos from Pasig. And her question is, which do you favor more, inclusivity or individuality? Where inclusivity allows no restrictions, while individuality highlights the celebration of unique qualities of a specific group. I think she's referring to those who favor yung no restrictions na sa Miss Universe Philippines organization in general. Plus, those who are also still keeping up with the traditional pageants. What's your take on this one?
Well, I'm gonna give another term that I think would be best. It really is belongingness. Because when we talk about belongingness, we talk about embracing our own individualities while still feeling included, while still being accepted and understood, right? So when we talk about inclusivity, it's giving permission, diba? Allowing us to participate. But when it comes to that, hindi naman talaga yun yung kailangan natin. We need to be understood. We need to be felt, diba? We need to be accepted and kailangan alam nila why we're here. So to me, inclusivity is yes, having that voice, but belongingness is having that voice be heard without any permission, no matter who you are.
Mic drop moment.
Ay!
Pero that's the key word, no? I think acceptance.
Yes.
Regardless if you open the borders or you celebrate one's individuality and special characteristics, it's really about accepting and making
Exactly.
everyone feel that they belong.
Yes. It's
Wow.
really.
Very nice. Okay, satisfied ka, Jackie? Okay,
Thank you.
another question from the Crown community. This is all the way from Romblon, from Josephine Bancoro. If you are sent to Mexico as our representative, which aspect of being a Filipino would you highlight abroad?
Wow. I always admire the strength of a Filipina who is determined and who is not afraid to show the universe what she can do. Ayan. So that's what I really want to bring into Mexico. I am someone who was able to take up space, abroad in the business industry and then also entertainment industry. As
Yeah.
a fun fact, I'm actually an actress in Hollywood too. Yan, actually kakalabas lang ng movie.
Wow.
20, yes, there's a new movie. Low-key lang naman siya, but I'm still very, very proud of it. But I was able to take up that space, ika nga, diba? And taking up that space really is, yun nga sabi ko, yung taking up space and being able to, represent being Pinay talaga. Kasi of course, I also had to go through the struggle of being discriminated, being invalidated, and being rejected so many times as a young Pinay. Kasi ang bata ko pa really, imagine when I had to go through the process of really building that medical transportation. I was...
Ang hirap nun.
when everyone is, almost everyone that I met was white, older guys, diba, in that same space, in that same industry. But I was able to be proud of who I was, of my identity, right? And I have no problem in doing that again and pushing even more for the 73rd Miss Universe in Mexico City.
Ang galing, no? Mga kakrown. Talagang iba ang determination, sipag, hard work ng isang Pinay. And
Yes.
you're one good example.
Thank
Naku,
you,
malakas
thank
ang laban sa Mexico, mga
Ay!
kakrown. And one last question from our Crown community, all the way naman from Canberra, Australia. Thank you po sa ating mga viewers at ating followers from Australia. What message do you think your participation in a beauty pageant sends to other married women?
That you could be anything you want. I am here not to encourage married women to join the pageant space, but this is really to encourage that you could achieve anything you dream of. Diba? Pageantry is, winning Miss Universe Philippines or pageantry is just really one validation, diba? But you focus on how you define being your own Miss Universe. That really is, to me, is what I could give as a message to mostly married women.
Pabalikan natin yan.
Ay!
Diba? You define, parang you're being Miss Universe. Okay, which achievement naman, Jet, with all of your, with all of the things that you're working on right now, achievement, endeavor, activity in the past, that has empowered you the most?
Well, recently I just won Entrepreneur of the Year for the year of 2023. Yes, thank you so much. And like I said earlier, the struggles that I had to face, the challenges, right? And that, I am usually a self-motivated person, a self-assured person. Pero, a little bit of validation from them won't hurt a little bit. Diba? It boosts, of course, my confidence and it gives me more hope for what I can achieve more. Ayan. And it really gave me a different perspective na, wow, we could be acknowledged for what we do. Diba? Especially someone from the US. Like I could really inspire more people and knowing that they could actually do that as well, Like they could achieve anything. Because that dream seemed to be so far away when I was really young here I used to live in San Pedro, Laguna, diba? So I didn't expect any of that.
Grabe, di ba mga kakra? Alright, so, since the competition for Miss Universe is going to happen in Mexico, many pageant enthusiasts are really looking for parang yung tinatawag nila na Latina Slayer. Parang
Oh.
gano'n. And your name is one of those na lumulutang every time na sinasabi sa pageant space na kailangan natin ng Latina Slayer. Since the moment that they saw you during the red carpet and during the press presentation. And they're saying that a Latina Slayer usually has Q&A prowess, stage presence, and relatability. Which of these three essential, let's say, essential qualities of a beauty queen do you have in your toolbox?
Well, I believe I have it all.
Ayun na! Ayun na yun!
No, I mean, of course, there's always room for improvement, right? But I also know the expectations of a Filipino beauty queen. It's excellence. And I knew that before I even started this journey. You know, you have to know what they're looking for also. So I really take pride in all my preparations, but also the preparations of my team. Diba? They really have been helping me since day one talaga to be the perfect fit for Mexico. Ganyan. And of course, that credit goes towards, you know, them and to me as well. You need to give yourself a little bit of credit sometimes. That's why I do believe I have that. I do believe I have that.
At idadagdag ko lang, Jet, you also have this, what do you call this? Refined glamour. Na parang sabi ko nga, kaya parang, ano siya, Korean superstar, talaga in person, mga ka-crowd. Talaga,
Bago yan. Bago yung refined glamour.
yes,
I love that.
okay. Unfortunately, we have a very limited time. And again,
Oo, ang haba
thank
na
you.
yata. Ang dami na sinabi.
Thank you, Jet,
Thank you,
for spending
thank you
time
so
with
much.
us. But before we let you go, we have one more question for you. Jet, why do you want to win Miss Universe Philippines?
Okay, this is gonna be personal. You know, growing up in a beauty queen family, you know, and having so many friends in this industry, you know, of course, my sister, and I was also able to meet, you know, Pia, Kylie, Rabia, Gazini, you know, because I met all of them. I was always the person on the side watching them. Because I was really young. I think I was only 15, 16 years old at that time. Like, I was already watching them. Ako yung saling ket-ket sa mga dinners nila para makapagpa-picture ako. And you know, honestly, I don't think anyone thought that I would actually go for Miss Universe Philippines. And even myself. But I always knew there's something within me that wants to push forward. And I knew I deserved something. And I focused on the fact of defining my own Miss Universe. And that means growing in terms of what I wanted to achieve in life. In the business industry, in the acting industry. I was raised by Miss Universe worthy people. And I owe it to them, everything that I have achieved today. They brought out the best in me. And I guess it's time to pay it forward to also bring out the best in other people. And that's why I'm here.
Oh my gosh, talagang bardagulan to sa May 22. Sabi ko nga, isa sa mga aabangan ko is the Q&A challenge. 'Di ba? Ang dami talagang naka-line up at dumadagdag pa to si Jet sa ating babantayan talaga. But again, thank you, Jet, for allowing us to do this interview with you.
you.
We'd like to thank the Miss Universe Philippines organization, Sir Voltaire. But before we let you go, we're bringing the spotlight back to you. You probably want to give out some thanks or promote your social media accounts, and where else can we get updates about Miss Universe Philippines?
Of course. Thank you again, everyone, for tuning in to the Crown Philippines. I also want to, of course, extend my thank yous to the Miss Philippines California, the Miss Universe Philippines, of course, Aces and Queens, and Olympus Studio for, you know, giving us the space to do this interview. And of course, to all my supporters and my family, giving you all a shout out. For everyone who wants to follow my journey, I am very active on Instagram. Follow at Jet Hammond and also subscribe to my channel.
Yes, ayan. What's your channel?
It's Jetame. It's actually, it means I love you. Sabi ko sa'yo, it's really revolves around love. I think I made it way back.
Ayan,
Instagram.
subscribe tayo dyan. Siyempre, follow na.